Welcome everyone to another video, and in this video we are going to be taking a look at Kaiser's run through the Montreal Safari Zone. He tied for first. I know people don't like to give me giving the result ahead of time, but I'm just going to say it anyways. So Kaiser, one of my Patreon supporters and one of the big supporters of this channel, so thank you for all your support. Great meeting you in Montreal. Also, someone I expect to make a lot of really big moves in Season 2. So the Montreal Safari Zone, there are 7 different types, some restricted picks, maximum 2 per of the featured types. So you can only have like 2 water Pokemon, for example. So Kaiser's team includes Skarmory, Victory Bell, Toxicroak, Azumarill, Venomoth, and Relicanth. So a really interesting combination of picks. And he's going up against, first opponent is Relying Earth 87. So let's go ahead and let's get some of these scenes set up, and let's go ahead and get started with the battles. So it's gonna be a long video, even though I sped up 1.5 times. There's a lot of battles, so anyways, so not a great situation right now. So needs to get out of there as soon as possible. I talked to him afterwards because he showed me this match. I said I would have preferred him to go into Toxicroak, but that's totally fine. He's able to get to the Acid Spray. Gonna soften up this Skarmory. Unfortunately, this Skarmory has built up a ton of energy, but is weakened down. It probably would have been better for him to like wait out the clock a little bit more. Not that I think it really matters that much, mostly because this Skarmory is gonna output two charge moves. So ideally you just want to farm as much as possible because you have the Lantern in the back, which is gonna deal a ton of damage. So I personally would not have shielded, and I talked to them afterwards about this, just because, and it got the switch, which was pretty big. Shield for sure. And then ideally you want to try to counter down. It's difficult to do it because then you might also get Thunderbolt but I think countering down might have been the best strategy. I don't know. Oh, he did end up shielding, so burn the second shield. Or burn the shield, I should say. Yeah, burn the second shield. So if you would have just like counter down, there's a good chance that it wouldn't have got to the Thunderbolt because the counters would have taken it out. But has a lot of energy. Do need to farm a little bit against this Sceptile, which he does, and then is able to Sky Attack and take out this Skarmory. So pretty lucky on the team comp in the back, where his opponent actually ended up sacking Sceptile, but because Sceptile just enough bulk to survive, and then able to fire him up a little bit in order to get the Sky Attack. So good first match in round number 1. Gonna run with the same team, and just looking at the team comp, it's an interesting team. I do think like he's relying on Relicanth as his anti-flyer, so okay, so this is not a good matchup at all. These counters are being resisted. Gonna switch straight into Skarmory. Let's see. I would expect no shields, which he appropriately does. And he gets Dragon Pulse, which is such a weird move to do. Alright, gonna hit the Sky Attack against this Lantern. And oh my man, over tapped on that second Sky Attack, which would have helped in terms of, well, I guess he ends up just farming down. I think, I don't know. And he's like pretty much done on this team comp in the back. He really needed the Relicanth in the team or the Azumarill, just because like running a double flyers and then running 2 Pokemon weak to double flyers is like a pretty dangerous strategy. He didn't get that mud bomb off. He had a little bit of lag, but it wouldn't have made a difference anyways. He still has 2 shields up and like pretty much a 3/4 health Altaria in the back. So gonna let this one go. Tough comp to deal with, especially if you don't have like a traditional tank, and like not even bringing your anti-tank is something we talked about after his match. He showed me this video, and I said like, you definitely got to bring in. You definitely have to bring in Relicanth, especially when you're encountering flyers. Okay, all right. So he's taking his time, biting back and forth. Gonna lead with Skarmory into Altaria, but likely it's the same team comp. The animation is so weird right now. I'm not sure why, but clearly the Altaria is not lagging because it got to the Sky Attack at the appropriate amount of time. He did switch to. Oh man, he just doesn't like have a good answer to this double flyer strategy. Like that's how confident that he was not gonna. His opponent was that he was not gonna bring a Relicanth in. For sure, you get the shield. This Toxicroak's so squishy. Get a shield again. I don't even know if Toxicroak can necessarily feint this Skarmory down. Maybe it probably could have actually. And able to take out this Skarmory by laying the second Mud Bomb. We'll see if it does shield, does not shield. So in like an alright position. And gonna come back in. It's just a little too late for this Skarmory though. We'll see though if he can land the Leaf Blade, I guess. Maybe. Oh man, that actually worked out less in his favor because it's more likely you're gonna get to the Sky Attack. Gonna get the Leaf Blade. This should KO. Oh man, but this Lantern's gonna get to the. Oh god, gonna get to the Thunderbolt. Unfortunately, he's gonna KO this Victory Bell, but pretty close match considering he had like a pretty weak team comp compared to his opponent. His opponent's running his next opponent is running Skarmory. So oh man, I told him to bring Relicanth in, and the first thing he runs into is a Venusaur. So unfortunate. This Toxicroak's going to survive this Frenzy Plant. It's going to do a lot of damage though. And what did his opponent bring in? A Toxicroak as well? Yes. Gonna try to counter him down, but able to, but this Venomoth is gonna wreak havoc against. Oh man, a little bit of lag. Unfortunately, the Sludge Bomb would have did like a moderate amount. I don't know if it would warranted a shield per se, but shield came out. Here comes, and then no shield for sure, but here comes Venusaur, right? Or did the Venusaur get KO'd already? No, the Toxicroak got KO'd. I'm not sure why the Venusaur is not coming out. Maybe want to expel the energy first. Yeah, for sure. It's kind of a tricky situation. This Relicanth. Oh man, did a lot of damage. Wow. Okay, very nice, very nice. And the Skarmory didn't commit to fainting down. And then, oh man, still a tough situation. Gonna go for the Poison Fang. I think Silverwind would have been better. which I think he hopefully does here. No. Poison Fang is double resisted. Confusion actually probably would do more damage than the Poison Fang, but I think Silver Wind almost for sure would be more energy efficient. It's a better move. I think they're both double resisted. So Poison Fang does 10 damage, Silver Wind does 17, so only moderately more efficient. Poison Fang does do more damage than Confusion, but could have landed 2 Silver Winds maybe, I don't know. Or fish for the boost. I think that probably would have been the only strategy that would have resulted in a win. All right. Gonna lead with Relicanth into the Skarmory. Definitely a good counter to Skarmory. And gonna land this Ancient Power. The Relicanth does have to worry about Flash Cannon a little bit because that's going to deal neutral damage, which seems what his person he's facing is gunning for, which does quite a bit of damage. And going to go for the Ancient Power again. And then let's see what happens. Let's see if this is Sky Attack bait. It is. And gonna go for the Ancient Power, which should KO the Skarmory, and got the boost. But this Venusaur's coming in. It did like a little bit of damage, but not too much. And then expect no shields, because whatever it hits with, it's gonna be resisted. It ends up being a Frenzy Plant, so must have Toxicroak in the back. No, Claydol. Oh, interesting. The Silver Wind's going to deal super effective damage because it's Bug type move. And still going to be okay. Especially since this Claydol decided to do a charge move. If this Claydol decided to not do a charge move, then it might have won. So definitely doing that charge move ended up costing the Claydol the match. Yeah, it's within like 1 confusion range. Okay, all right. Gonna go into game number 3 of match number 2. Let's see how they adapt. Interesting, bring Claydol. Okay, so bad lead, very bad. Gonna switch out into Toxicroak, soft counter. Hopefully, might have to expend both shields to take out this Skarmory. But really hoping for a switch out, I guess. Gonna land this Mud Bomb, which is only gonna deal like resisted damage. It's not doing a ton, but did get the shield, which is very interesting. And definitely should wait out the clock a little bit more. Man, no. Yeah, but this is gonna be able to switch. We're gonna switch to Venomoth right away. No, not able to switch to Venomoth. Gonna have to shield. Man, if Kaiser would have waited at the clock a little bit more, would have been able to. So no shield. Would have been able to switch right away into Venomoth, and then not have Relicanth take very much damage. So let's see what's in the back. Gonna hit it with Silver Wind. This Claydol is gonna feel the pain. Really important that it gets to another charge move. This poison move is resisted by Claydol's ground typing, but does yield a little bit of damage. And oh man, okay. This is well, unless this is a Flash Cannon, it's gonna survive this. Like Relicanth is quite tanky, and gonna be able to land this Ancient Power. Definitely, RA's downfall was switching into Venusaur. So going up against DJ Mystic, rocking the Altaria, Swampert, Lapras, Charizard, Wishcash, and Ivysaur. Going into a pretty even matchup. Skarmory versus Altaria. We've seen this matchup so many times. The Legends of the Sky. Who is going to take it? It's a relatively even matchup. Even though Skarmory is hitting with is being hit with resisted damage. Just Altaria is so tanky, and Dragon Breath is such an amazing move. It's able to overcome that particular situation. Gonna shield. I'm assuming gonna aim for the double. Let's see. See if this is gonna work. No, a little short. Oh man, being way too unnecessarily aggressive. And coming with Relicanth. Yeah, there's pros and cons. Oh man, okay, all right. This Ivysaur gonna cause a lot of pain to. Just going Sludge Bomb. I'm not sure what's a better move, Sludge Bomb or Power Whip. Let me see. Against Zoomerl. Gonna be able to land the Power Whip. Yeah, Power Up is a better move. Oh, it survived. Okay. Probably because there was a Sludge Bomb while I wasn't looking instead of the Power Whip. So definitely a mistake on his opponent's side. And oh man, okay, what does he have in the back? Hopefully it's Charizard. I don't know. Like, is that the only way he can win? If it's Charizard, okay. Gonna go. Is this gonna KO? I don't think so. Oh, it does. Okay, all right. Charizard really squishy. I was like, there's only one way he's gonna win if it's a Charizard. Literally any of his other Pokemon, he wouldn't have even a remote chance. But GG, well played there. Obviously, if his opponent would have landed the Power Whip, then it would have been a much more difficult match for him. All right, let's see. Really likes this team comp. The double water. Yeah, I'm trying to look at his team. His opposing team does have like a lot of water, but does have 2 flyers. And Skarmory does well against Ivysaur, does well against Wishcash, loses to Charizard, loses to Lapras, loses Swampert, and even with Altaria. So gonna end up in this same matchup. Hopefully this time he's able to execute a little bit better. Gonna try for the self piggyback, and really to go for the self piggyback you want to count 10 air slashes because each air slash generates 9 energy. And obviously 9 times 5 is 45, which is the amount of energy it needs. Man, this Altaria is farming very aggressively. Okay, nice catch. But might run into an Ivysaur. Yeah, it does. Okay, all right. Getting about to get. Oh man, I don't know. Really needed that ancient power, but it doesn't matter too much. Oh man, he really should. Doesn't need to shield. I don't know. It's gonna be close. Oh man. Okay. Needs to wait at this clock a little bit more in case he gets hard countered. Gonna be able to land one more sky attack onto this Altaria. What does he have in the back that he's so afraid of? I expect no shield. Ooh, Dragon Pulse. That's definitely the wrong move. 100% the wrong move. Yeah, Sky Attack definitely would have been way better. Arguably could have went for 2 Ice Beams. Doesn't really matter because for some reason he's able to get it to the Ice Beam before his opponent is able to get to the Hydro Cannon and able to feign down the opposing Altaria with bubbles. So I believe that's moving on to Water Warrior with Ivysaur, Toxicroak, Double Flyers, Lantern, and Steelix, and able to catch the Skarmory with Relicanth, which is a very positive matchup. I think you want to switch to a Zoom Roll, but I get for sure landing the boost makes sense, or trying to land the boost. And then a Zoom Roll versus Altaria is a very positive matchup. Able to like bring in the right Pokemon to counter the double flyer strategy was really good. And no shield. The Sky Attack is going to deal neutral damage, but not a ton to like one of the bulkiest Pokemon in Great League. Interesting to shield. Maybe over farming. It was kind of close to the next Sky Attack, but able to take it out and farm up the appropriate amount. Up 2 shields to 0. So could shield, could not shield. It's totally up to you. Gonna come in with Relicanth. It's gonna be a very positive matchup. What does he have in the back that he's afraid of? Maybe Steelix? Oh man. I was like, why would he double flyers to Steelix? Like, I don't know, you're expecting, like, I get that if your opposing opponent has double flyers, but what is Steelix for? Venomoth? I don't, for the opposing Skarmory, I guess. But you're not bringing, I don't know. I think Lantern would have been a better Pokemon because it covers the Zoom Roll and as well covers the Relicanth. That was very, very odd team composition on Water Warrior side, but Water Warrior 13 side. So, but Kaiser able to take it and able to counteract that double flyer strategy. Gonna lead with Skarmory, expecting the Ivysaur lead. Nope, Lantern lead. Okay, so not good. Recognize that Lantern does very well against this entire team comp. So you live and learn. Must have double flyers in the back though. But the Ancient Power does chunk away, so it does take a while to get to the Thunderbolt. Thunderbolt is 55 energy as opposed to Ancient Power being 45, and this Aqua Tail being only 35. Let's see if it's going to bait the second shield. It does. Wow, okay. Nice play. I'm going to guess shield's going to come up. And going to go for the Ancient Power or going to go for the double. Let's see. Oh, man. I'm not sure about that play. Maybe he wants the Relicanth for Skarmory in the back or something. Definitely should wait the clock more. Oh, yeah. Kaiser definitely needs to wait the clock more because if you waited the clock, he would only have to do like one Ice Beam and then could switch out to Relicanth. But this is Earthquake. It's not a big deal. It's okay. Earthquake did a decent chunk. And gonna be able to land these Aqua Tails, which can do quite a bit of damage. Hopefully gonna try to KO. Nope. Just gonna go eliminate the Steelix right away. And then this Altaria does have to worry about getting to the Ancient Power, but I don't know. It probably would have been worth it Ancient Power versus the Ice Beam damage. Wow, okay, he had an Ice Beam ready. Okay, makes sense. And the Sky Attack won't KO this Azumarill. And this Ice Beam is going to KO it. So GG, well played. I think that was match number 2. Going to go against Smoosum, the North American champion. A really amazing player. Probopass, Azumarill, Victory Bell, Toxicroak, Lugia, and Munchlax. So apparently this is a positive matchup for Relicanth. Actually wasn't aware of that. So obviously has to be worried about the Thunderbolts, but let's see if there's a Rock Slide bait. It is. Gonna go for the Aqua Tails, which is gonna deal super effective damage to Probopass, and I expect a Shield to come up. And Rock Slide. Gonna farm up a little bit, and then I expect the Aqua Tail to come out. Let's see if no shield. Confident he can get to this Aqua Tail. Oh man, super close. Oh man, doesn't have. Ugh. Okay, neither of those are great options, and this Rock Slide is gonna hurt. Oh man. Okay, let's see what he has in the back though. Maybe it's something. He didn't take that much damage for quite a bit of energy gain, but did cost himself a shield. The Silver Wind is going to be neutral because the flying maybe get the boost. Not able to get the boost. And going to get taken out by the Sky Attack. But probably has Victory Bell or Toxicroak in the back. Oh no, Azumarill. Azumarill. Wow, okay. Interesting. And this Azumarill, he felt pretty confident that it wasn't going to be Victory Bell in the back. Not that Victory Bell, I don't think would have made a difference. But nice play on Smoosum's side. Really wants to, not really much of a play against Smoosum at this point in time. Probably maybe should have switched out right away against the Lugia. Isn't able to do this Sky Attack winning KO Lugia anyway, so Lugia's just gonna stand there and faint it down. Lugia, really great pick. So GG for what is this? Round number 5, match number 1. So we're only halfway there. Okay, all right, let's do this. It's a long video, very long video. I really should edit out these in between parts better, but that's quite all right. We're having fun. Gonna go with Relicanth again. Wants to deal with opposing Azumarill some way, somehow. Okay, let's see. Gonna double up on the Probopass counters in the back with Toxicroak being a hard counter and then Relicanth being a soft counter. Does catch the lead. This Toxicroak is gonna have to get out of there into Azumarill. Oh man, okay. Interesting pick. I guess because the Relicanth is really weak to Toxicroak, so now you have an opportunity to go with like a somewhat neutral matchup. But if it does land the Play Rough, it's going to do a lot of damage. Able to shield against the Play Rough. It's like no shield. Let's see if it's going to bait with a Play Rough or an Ice Beam. No, it goes with the Play Rough. Makes sense. And it's going to bait with this Aqua Tail. Let's see if Smoosum falls for it. Does, and I'm assuming he's going to shield. Yes, all right. And going to farm up a little bit. Go for the Aqua Tail, assuming that Smoosum is not going to shield. He does not, and able to take him out with some water guns. And this Lugia is going to have to decide, is this going to be an Ancient Power? Is this going to be an Aqua Tail? It is an Aqua Tail, able to count correctly. All right. Going to come back in with Skarmory. which has some energy built up. Doesn't have to. Oh, okay, all right. It was. Okay, all right. Let's see how Kaiser, because I know Kaiser ends up winning this. I'm not sure how he pulls it off in the end. It has to be Victory Bell in the back, and this is Hydro Pump. Hydro Pump. Oh my gosh. No, it's Toxicrow in the back. Gonna farm up a little bit. Able to take a Toxicrow, and then it's. Oh my gosh. This is one of the most able to take it out with a sliver of health. Oh man, that was bonkers. That was maybe Smooth's mistake was actually going into the Toxicrow because he was able to farm up a little bit, and I basically ended up with like the same amount of energy, or maybe a little. I don't know. Like yeah. Jesus. Okay. Wow. Okay. Basically sacked his Toxicrow. Oh man, I don't even know. Skarmory probably would have been able to beat the Lugia, and then we just had a mirror in the back, and then with those air slashes, and +1 Mud Bomb, it would have been enough to KO the opposing Toxicrow. So risky play on Kaiser's side. So let's see how these two Juggernauts go at it for match number 3. Caught the lead. This is a decent matchup for. Gonna go Munchlax. Let's see if he has. I don't think he really knows necessarily what to switch into. He's also might be comfortable with this matchup, considering these body slams are resisted. Did build up a decent amount of energy. Body slams do take a toll, and this lick damage does that up. Body slam. Confident that with Azumarill in the back, you're going to be able to take out the Lugia. So willing to give up switch advantage. That's so interesting. Nice under tap to get the last second Sky Attack off. All right, nice. Before fainting. And then it's coming with Relicanth against this weakened Azumarill. The Azumarill is definitely going to have to consider shielding. Figured out that it was going to be a bait. Gonna Ancient Power. If this Azumarill doesn't shield, it's going to be pretty bad news for it. I expect a shield to come up. Let's see. No. Yes. Okay. Does going for the bait again. This is a tough match for Smoothsome to come back on, considering Kaiser's fully aware of what Pokemon is in the back and got the buff. Oh man, unnecessary. It doesn't really matter if he gets the buff or not, because he has a Azumarill in the back, which is going to be able to wall this Lugia. But it's like no shield. Oh, okay, did shield. Oh man, okay. I expect this to not do almost any damage to this. Yeah, basically tickled it, but it was an unnecessary win. Kaiser able to come out on top with superior team comps. Susan probably should have shielded his Munchlax in order to have a chance to win in that matchup. Next, going up against Shiny Hunter Ben, also another channel supporter. Thank you, Ben. Also going to be, he is coming out to the Toronto October 6th Sinister in the 6 on October 6th. His team is Tropius, so does catch the lead, which is huge. I expect Propass, and he does have. Oh man, I don't know why he didn't come out Toxicrow there. Oh, I guess I don't know. They're both pretty bad against Tropius. It's like no shield. Oh, shield came up. Okay, all right. No shield. I expect this to be a rock slide as well. Okay, no dust shield. It's down 2 shields to 1. No, two shields to 0. Let's see. He does decide to shield, which might end up being a mistake because I don't, even if this is Thunderbolt, I don't think this will KO. No. And just going to farm this down. I'm assuming going to go for the Ancient Power right away, which Tropius is going to have to shield or not shield. No, does not shield. With this Air Slash variant, it's not doing very much. And then going to go for the Aqua Tail, which probably won't grab a shield. Shiny Hunter Ben, I'm fully aware. Oh man, okay. Ooh, this is tough in the back. Let's see. Oh man, does he have Toxicroak in the back? Is that why he's not willing to switch? Lugia in the back. Oh man, I think coming out with Lugia would have been better than staying in that matchup and getting farmed. Yeah, because now this Skarmory's built up way too much energy. Gonna have to shield. And doesn't want to get hit by a Sludge Bomb either. Oh, but man, you probably had to farm though. Because there's no winning strategy without farming and landing a Hydro Pump. I'm assuming this is a Sky Attack. Oh, it is a Hydro Pump. Okay, never mind. Well, I guess maybe, yeah. Even with the Hydro Pump, it wasn't quite enough, so GG Ben in the first match. Okay, let's see how these two adapt. All right. I think on Shiny Hunter Ben's side, if he would have switched out earlier to Lugia, and then he wouldn't have got farmed up so as much, it would have been a much closer match. Right, let's see. Gonna lead with Skarmory. Let's see if Shiny Hunter Ben leads with one of his two anti-flyers. Alright. I really should have edited out this in-between parts. I thought I did a pretty decent job. I like seeing the teams that get locked in, but then I forget how long these lock-in processes can be. They're probably like 10 minutes of just staring at this screen here and me rambling about random stuff. What's better against this team? Probopass or Lantern? I guess Probopass gives you the Skarmory matchup, even with Victory Bell, the Azumarill matchup, and the Venomoth matchup. So again, gets caught up in this lead scenario. Gonna go into Relicanth, into the Tropius. This Tropius is Air Slash though, so it's not going to deal super effective damage and actually resisted damage with that Air Slash. Let's see if he gets the buff. He does not. I expect the shield to come up, and then really going to test the shield pressure. It can survive a Leaf Blade, can't it? From this health? Kind of. Okay. With well, it survived itself, but not by much. And got the shield, which is pretty huge. Gonna come back in with Skarmory. Gonna farm up a little bit with Skarmory. Gonna tank this charge move with Probopass in the back. Let's see. Gonna come back in with Toxicroak. And gonna mirror with Toxicroak, but has an energy advantage. So Kaiser's Toxicroak should actually come out on top, but is not gonna have very much. Well, not gonna have very much energy or health, and able to take. Wow. Okay. Really. Jesus. Never mind. I got this. What? Really? Does this Toxicroak already have that much energy already? So I expect the shield to come up. The opposing, and then this Mud Bomb is gonna KO this Probopass with its double super effective. It would have been a different story if Shiny Hunter Ben's side got the got the mud bomb off. Going up against B has with another good friend of mine, a very solid player. So this is gonna be a very, very good match. B has being one of the best in Rhode Island. Lagging a little bit, I think. It's hard to say. They're both like trying to self piggyback. And that's like certainly an advanced strategy that people should be working on, is when to double piggyback or self piggyback in order to gain an advantage. Neither side were able to execute it, and now it comes down to CMP. But B has his Skarmory looks a lot better, and he was able to undertap that Sky Attack. But let's see if Kaiser decides to farm up a little bit more, which is what he's doing. And then going to put pressure on B has to determine whether or not he wants to give up switch advantage, which he does. Let's see if it's going to be Lantern. Going to let it go. Going to come in with Victory Bell, which is going to do a ton of damage. I don't know what B has could switch into. Oh, yep, okay. Well, it definitely doesn't want to switch into that. No shield? Man, I don't know if the no shield is the right play. Does get the defense drop. Oh man, okay, alright. At least definitely has a shield. Maybe wants to save the shield for this Ivysaur, but it's already like a little too late. Will this KO? This will definitely KO. Alright, so B has takes match number 1. Pretty decisive fashion. 2 Pokemon left with 2 shields left. So let's see how Kaiser responds. Alright, gonna lock it in. Let's see if he catches the Skarmory or the Probopass in the front. Alright. Not a great situation. Gonna be able to hit with neutral damage with this Ancient Power. And if he gets the buff, then he's gonna look pretty good. But no buff, it's definitely gonna put him in a little bit of danger. Gonna go for this another Ancient Power. He's like, gonna switch out to Victory Bell, hoping to KO. Not able to. Oh man, how does he come back from? Gonna soften up this Skarmory up though with the Acid Spray. Oh man, B has decides not to farm down, which is kind of an odd strategy unless he accidentally clicked it. Oh man, I don't know if like that was a. Yeah, I guess he assumed he had a better chance with. Gonna try to double piggyback or self piggyback. This is a weakened down Skarmory, so it's not able to survive. I'm guessing a shield's gonna come up. Oh no! Oh yeah, shield comes up, and then is he gonna decide to farm it down? Nope. He decides to. Oh, he got the buff. He got the buff. Oh man, this is wow. Okay. Didn't realize he had a buff. I guess he got the buff from beforehand. Oh man, that did so much damage. And these water guns are doing a ton, and is going to regret not firing off that charge move. Just because it's going to cost him his last shield. And this Ivysaur is... I think Power Whip, definitely definitely the more correct play. And then going to be able to finish off this Lantern, which has virtually no health left, with this Sky Attack, able to come back. Nice comeback. Nice play. Nice play. Getting that buff was huge, though. That certainly probably saved him the match, because it forced the last shield onto the Ivysaur, and that put the Ivysaur at way lower health. It also meant the Ivysaur could farm a little bit more against like non super effective damage, but with the buff, like, it almost makes it neutral. Like 1.6 reduced, but 1.5 buff. That's pretty good. So let's see how he decides to play it out. Gonna lead with Relican. See what B has leads with. Leads with Skarmory. So very positive matchup for Kaiser. And then here comes Lantern, a little slow on the switch, which is gonna force his shield. Let's see if this Toxtro can farm. Nope, deciding not to farm. I don't think this would KO anyways. And want to farm up even more, so nice play. And then I'm assuming the Skarmory's gonna come back out, which it does. And just gonna apply a little bit of pressure onto the Skarmory. Should be able to land one more Mud Bomb before fainting. Nice tap at the end. Gonna do quite a bit to this Skarmory, and then gonna force this Skarmory to decide: do I want to shield? It does. And then unfortunately it's gonna get farmed up. And this is going to be a wrap. Another Power Whip. Doesn't really matter. Gonna be able to farm it all the way down. Gonna have 2 Sky Attacks for the Skarmory in the back. The Skarmory does have quite a bit of energy, but is very low on health. And gonna land another one. And unfortunately, this Skarmory's gonna have to either try to... Yeah, no, this is not happening. It doesn't even bother shielding, because no, it's gonna be able to just air slash it down. Well, shield. I don't know. You shield there, and then the Skarmory would faint, but it doesn't really matter because a couple water guns, and this is pretty much a wrap. Okay, so taking a look at his 8th round opponent. Trainer from Toronto, or from the GTA, Greater Toronto area, with Bastiodon, Altaria, Ivysaur, Lapras, Mantine, and Toxicrow. And gonna go into this classic match that we've seen so many times already. Gonna switch it to Lapras. Interesting. I don't think that was the right play. Surf, not gonna do enough to KO. These Ice Shards are still adding up in terms of damage. Just gonna be content with the switch advantage. Let's see if the Lapras decides to shield. No, it does not. Shielding, I don't know, unless he felt really strong about his Lapras, was definitely not going to be the right play. And then is he going to come out with Skarmory? No, going to come with Relican. Interesting. So not going to shield, but probably should have. Oh no. Okay. Man, that Dragon Pulse did a chunk of damage to that Relican. It's just gonna bait with the Sky Attack. If it is able to get out. Oh man! Oh, nice switch, Bush. And this match is pretty much over. Gonna come with this Bastiodon and just wall at this this Skarmory. Gonna go for this Flash Cannon, which is gonna deal decent neutral damage, but there's not really much left. Here comes the shield. Gonna want to bait. With this Bassadon's gonna shield, probably. Doesn't shield. Oh my gosh. Alright. Who is this guy? How does he know not to shield? But able to take match number 1 in round number 8. So this is like, as you can see, 2 o'clock in the morning. They've been battling all night. So let's see how these two adapt. They're gonna lock in the same team, leading with Skarmory. Definitely a hard loss on Bush's side. I'm not. I guess he's hoping to catch the. I'm assuming he's going to come into Relicanth. Oh, did the charge move anyways, which is probably fine. Going to come to Relicanth. The Relicanth is going to go for this Ancient Power, which is going to do a pretty decent chunk. No shield? No shield. Even Dragon Pulse. Yeah, that's okay too. It's just because there's Toxicroak in the back, I would have preferred not to shield, but I understand didn't want to give up switch advantage. This Aqua Tail is still going to do a decent chunk to Toxicroak, but able to feint it down. Going to come back in with Skarmory. Doesn't have to worry about any particular moves unless it's Dynamic Punch. It's a Mud Bomb. This is going to come in with Bassadon, but Kaiser's ready in the back with Toxicroak. Able to shield down and just going to farm up this Bassadon all the way. Going to have like quite a bit of energy, and this this Toxicroak is in a ton of trouble. Going to hit the Mud Bomb and perhaps even the second Mud Bomb. No, decided not to shield. Realize that it's over. There's no way for Bush to win. So now they're moving on to game number 3 of this 8-round tournament. I have like 3 more people I'm going to shoutcast this tournament for. So expect a lot of content, a lot of really crazy matches from a lot of really top players. It was North America's biggest tournament. So let's see. You already know the result. I already spoiled it at the very beginning of this video. So let me know who you think is going to win. Kaiser or Bush? Bush? I don't know. The Tinker. All right, let's see how these two decide to duke it out. Again, I appreciate Kaiser for all your support by watching the videos, for supporting me and being one of my patrons. Like, it's certainly what has allowed me to make this content, which is not easy to do. Gonna lead with Skarmory. Gonna probably play with the same strategy. Want to catch the Sky Attack with. Gonna switch out to Relicanth. Oh man, there's no way this is a Dragon Pulse, is it? No, that's gonna be a Sky Attack. And gonna bait. Ooh, okay, all right. If falling for this bait is probably gonna be the make or break decision. And able to get to the Ancient Power. And is he just going to farm it all the way down? Oh, man. Nice switch on Bush's side. But unfortunately, he's going to run into this Toxicroak. And this Toxicroak is going to build up a ton of energy. And I'm assuming Sludge Bomb? Sludge Bomb, whatever is coming in. Oh, no. Man, Mud Bomb predicted this. Wow, nice. Okay, I definitely would have... I definitely would have been more trigger happy and hit the Sludge Bomb, which would have been a game-losing decision for sure. Unfortunately, Bush is going to have to expend some energy. Not confident he's going to faint down. And it doesn't matter at this point in time. This Skarmory has way too much health. and it has energy. So it's going to be a GG there. Bush, Kaiser, congratulations on tying for first in North America's largest tournament with like many other great players. And thank you again, everyone, for watching. If you guys enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll see everyone in the next video.